Having pleaded with our Creator for guidance upon the straight path in the previous verse, the human soul now receives the precise definition of this path in the final climactic statement of Surah Al-Fatiha. The path of those you have blessed, not of those who have incurred your wrath, nor of those who have gone astray. This profound conclusion shifts our focus from an abstract concept of truth to a concrete, living reality, showing us that divine guidance is best understood through the illuminated lives of those who walked before us. In the vast wisdom of Tasawwuf and spiritual cultivation, truth is not merely a theoretical doctrine to be memorized in books. It is a spiritual frequency, a lived experience, and a light that must be inherited heart to heart through the sanctuary of righteous companionship. By instructing us to seek the path of those you have blessed, the Quran anchors our spiritual journey in real human examples. The prophets, the truthful ones, the martyrs, and the righteous spiritual guides whose lives were complete manifestations of divine devotion. The Arabic phrase, an'amta alayhim, refers to those who have been showered with ni'mah, the pure, unadulterated spiritual favor of Allah that transforms the inner reality of a human being. This divine favor is not measured by worldly riches, social status, or temporary authority, but by an illuminated heart that is filled with deep peace, unwavering sincerity, and direct, intimate knowledge, marifat, of the divine. To walk the path of these blessed souls requires a continuous process of tazkiyah, or inner purification, where the seeker actively strips away the illusions of the ego to mirror the character of the spiritual masters. These holy individuals were not immune to worldly trials, yet their hearts remained serenely anchored in the divine presence, showing us how to navigate the darkest nights of the soul with absolute grace and spiritual dignity. In sharp contrast to these luminaries of light, the verse warns the seeking soul against two dangerous spiritual detours: the path of al-maghdubi alayhim, those who have incurred divine wrath, and ad-dalin, those who have gone astray. These two categories represent the primary spiritual diseases that destroy human consciousness and sever the soul's connection with its creator.
The spiritual masters explain that those who incur wrath are individuals who possess intellectual knowledge of the truth, yet intentionally reject it out of stubborn pride, worldly greed, or the arrogance of their ego. This disease is particularly lethal because it turns religious knowledge into a tool for self-exaltation, causing the person to fall into intellectual hypocrisy where their outward claims completely contradict their inner reality. On the other side of spiritual deviation are ad-dalin, those who wander blindly in spiritual darkness because they act without sound knowledge, allowing their wild emotions, worldly desires, and unguided instincts to direct their steps. They burn with zeal but lack divine light, wandering aimlessly through the wilderness of life, mistaking their own temporary feelings and cultural idols for absolute divine truth. Through the lens of inner purification, these two warnings serve as a daily diagnostic test for the seeker's own heart, urging us to examine whether our actions are infected by the pride of knowing truth without living it, or the foolishness of seeking spiritual experiences without divine boundaries. The straight path requires a delicate, perfect synthesis of sacred knowledge and sincere action, keeping the seeker safely balanced between intellectual pride and emotional illusion. To pray every single day to be saved from these two traps is an act of profound spiritual humility, breaking the arrogance of the lower self nafs and reminding us that no one is ever immune to spiritual downfall. It destroys the dangerous illusion of self-righteousness, forcing the seeker to realize that remaining on the path of light requires moment-by-moment grace, continuous vigilance, and relentless self-reckoning. The choice of the past tense in "those you have blessed" reminds us that we are not alone on this cosmic journey. We are walking upon a well-trodden highway of light carved out by centuries of pure, devoted souls. When a seeker connects their heart to this unbroken spiritual chain, their individual struggles are swallowed up by the collective strength, wisdom, and blessings of all those who came before them. This verse also teaches us that the ultimate purpose of human life is to become a vehicle of divine mercy, transforming our own lives so completely that we, too, become a source of comfort, clarity, and guidance for other lost souls wandering in darkness. When your heart is purified of hatred, envy, and worldly ambition, your presence itself becomes a silent reflection of the ni'mah of Allah, drawing people back to their Creator. As Surah Al-Fatiha comes to its glorious conclusion, the soul finds itself entirely reoriented. Its praise belongs exclusively to Allah. Its worship is entirely devoted to Him. Its reliance rests solely in His power, and its feet are firmly planted on the path of the righteous. This complete spiritual reset prepares the heart to open the rest of the Holy Quran, not as a mere book of rules, but as an intimate, living dialogue with the Master of the universe. Every time you recite these closing words of Al-Fatiha and seal them with a sincere Ameen, let your heart surrender its last remaining attachments to worldly ego and false desires. Pray with the tears of your soul that Allah anchors your spirit firmly among those whom He loves, shielding your heart from pride and error, and guiding your every breath toward the radiant light of His eternal presence.